What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Blues Garage _48. So today, what I will be doing is starting the install of the 331 gears for my rear end. Now, Kona, or the Mustang, has 373 gears out back, and every time I was in boost in first or second gear, it was absolute wheel spin like crazy every single time. So since I'm gonna be pushing more power, more boost, I was like, you know what? I don't want third gear to be unusable, and then it becomes basically a 3-speed with 3 burnout gears, which sounds cool, but this isn't a burnout car because tires are expensive. So I'm changing out the rear end. I'm gonna do it in a way that's tried to conventional. I'm gonna try to keep things the right way, but I don't have a hydraulic press, so I'm gonna have to go get a hydraulic press. Not go get one, but I'm gonna have to go to a buddy's shop and maybe throw him a $20 bill and be like, hey, can I use your hydraulic press for like 20-30 minutes? Which they'll absolutely probably say yes, but you gotta give them something for their time. And everything else I'm going to be just trying to do at the shop in the garage with all the tools that I have here. But yes, I'm installing 331 gears, very low gear ratio, trying to get the power to the ground. So since I'm going with a lower gear ratio, I'll have a higher top speed, but a slower acceleration in theory. But if I couldn't use first and second gear, and that was first and second gear were spinning, that means spinning is not winning. So hopefully once I go with that 331, I'll be able to put at least second gear into play. First gear may be a little bit sketchy depending on how much power I actually am putting to the ground. And since 800 wheel horsepower is my goal, we'll see how that goes. But for now, let's get started. I already have the car jacked up, and I'm just gonna get to it, start taking the wheels off, take the brakes off, and then take the differential cover off, let it drain, then take the seat clips out, take the axles out, and go from there. So let's get that all done. I'll see you guys in a bit. What's up, everyone? So took the calipers off, took the rotors off, took the wheels off, of course, did that, all 3 of them, hung up the caliper in there. As you can see, I got the GoPro set up. I think it's recording, I'm not too sure. Got it from my boy Ryan. Paid him like change for it because he got a new one, so took his old one off of him. Did you a massive favor, Ryan. Anyway, got that hung up and everything. Now it's time to take the cover off the differential and drain it out, clean it up a little bit, and then get all the gears out of there. So hopefully that's recording and collecting everything. If not, I'm creating this video just as a backup. I might use it as actual video too though, but we'll see. All right guys, let's go back to it. What's up, guys? So I got the rear gear out, I got the axle out. The other axle will not come out because I did it too close to the wall, so just watch out for that. But don't worry, I did put a jack stand under it so it wouldn't be resting on that bearing, because those bearings are brand new. I just replaced them, I think almost exactly a year ago. I did a little time lapse on the GoPro. I hope it came out, so we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I think I dropped it and I ran it over. Whoops. Well, anyway, but for now, we got the spacers here, got the bearing caps there, differential out, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit right now because it's mess everywhere, and then Well, yeah, so I'll get right back. What is up, everyone? I didn't really clean up. I went home, and so now today is a different day. So what I'm actually gonna do now is I'm gonna get back underneath the car, and I am going to take out the pinion. That's gonna be a pain because for now I don't want to take off my exhaust, but I know I'm probably gonna get mad, angry, take off my exhaust, break the hangers, have to get new hangers. Well, let's just see what I can do for now. All right, guys, so I'm gonna try out my Harbor Freight Impact 1/2 inch. See if she can take it off. I highly doubt, but we'll see. Wow, look at that. Came right off. I don't know if I caught any of that, but it came right off. Now I did spray it with a bunch of liquid wrench right over there, and liquid wrench is literally the best kind of stuff. Look at that, it came right off. That was a lot easier than I thought it would. I even, just in case, I brought over a compressor and attachment for it, but guess I didn't need it, huh? Cool. All right, I took the bolt off here, and I'm gonna actually record me taking that off, get the ring out, and then we'll go from there. That wasn't horrible, but it definitely was on there. It definitely was on there. So there it is. The good old 373s. 373. I don't know if you guys can see it. It does say 373 on there. And we're going with the 331s. So I'm gonna set this aside just in case I need it again. But yeah, these look like they're in really good condition. So definitely set these aside. And yeah. Now we need a press, and I'm gonna see if I can take some kind of maybe a jaw puller here, and then just pull these guys off. But yeah, that's it for now. Get to these two things, go from there. Now we get that flange off. All right, everyone. So I ended up getting out what I needed to get out. So I got the bolt out like I showed you guys right here. And then I needed to take the flange out right here. Now most videos say you need a 2-jaw puller, but my auto shop didn't have a 2-jaw puller. So I literally was just twisting it around, hitting the back here. Not too hard, just like tap, 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 but like a good tap. Not like a swing, like a tap. And I tapped it all the way around. It slowly came out. Make sure you put some penetrating oil in there, hit it out, and it'll come out. So that wasn't bad at all, actually. I was like getting worried for that. So now I can take out the flange. You know what? Let's see if I can just do that right now. The pinion. I shouldn't say flange. Let's see if I could just take that out right now. Oh, it's gonna be dark. All right, just bear with me. There you go. There we go. Turn the light on. Oh, look, it's already out. Come in here, grab it, and then bam. Look at that. I'll clean this all up in a bit, but for now, oh, that thing's heavy. Use it as a counterbalance to get up from the creeper. There's everything old. Now I need to press everything off and get to doing that. So I'm gonna try out a few ways, and once I figure out the best way for me, I'll get back to you guys and I'll let you know. I know I'm going to my buddy's shop today to press this off and press the new one on and press these two on, and then I'm leaving. But I'm gonna see if I can take these two off in my shop here, and then that one's just gonna stay on. That one will be later. But I'm gonna see if I can get these two bearings off, and I'll let you guys know I do it because I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do it, but maybe I'll do a time lapse. Who knows? All right, so let me get to this. Yeah, none of that was easy. None of that went the way it should have. It was a lot harder than I wanted it to be. Anyway, if you look here, we got all the new parts laid out. We got the new bearing on this guy, new bearings on the LSD here. We got the new ring gear out with the crush sleeve and the new nut. And then we have the old, I don't even know what this is called, honestly, but we're gonna take this out and replace it with the new gasket there. We're gonna have to bang out the old bearing and races on the inside of the diff. So we're gonna do that too. And then that's the first thing I'm gonna do. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out of the diff right now. And then I'm gonna take, there's another one, I'm forgetting something, but there's two of them in the diff. Oh yeah, there's this one in the old, and then there's this one old. So I'm just gonna go hammer those out. All right, guys, so I'm gonna bang this race out. Now I don't have any nice little special tools, so I'm just using an extension and a hammer. We almost got it. There we go. All good. Came out like a dream. See, just pulled that out, and now we're gonna hammer out this inner race and then the inner race down there. And we need this. This is very, very important because we have to reuse it. So make sure you do not lose this part right here. Everything else is garbage. I'm gonna bang out that, and I'll show you guys the end product at the end. All right, so we got both of the caps out. You can see up in there, got both of them out. One there, and then one on the other side. So now what I'm gonna do is install the new ones. All right. So the new races are installed. I'm going to clean them off with a rag, and then I'm gonna install the bearing on the other side. I'll install the bearing, then the oil slinger. So that little sleeve or that little ring I said to keep, it's very important. So you put the bearing on, then the sleeve on, and then the gasket I was showing you guys before. You bang that on, and then you're ready to put the flange, the metal flange back on. So let's get to start doing that. I'm gonna see if I can record that at the same time, but I know it's not gonna go well. All right, guys, so I'm gonna clean this out, and then I put grease on the bearing already. Just gonna place that right in there. Then we got the oil slinger there. And then we have the gasket that's gonna hold everything together here. And we're gonna place it right in. I put it upside down so we can just tap it. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some gear oil around here. And once that's all good, don't forget the crush washer. So that goes right in. Just like that. Now we're gonna grab this guy we're gonna place this guy in. I'm gonna need 2 hands for that though, so I'll be back. All right, everyone. So that might have been one of the hardest things I have had to do, was trying to tighten up that flange bolt. So it would be like 16 to I think 28 inch-pounds in rotational force. And I was underneath the car for probably, I think it was around hour and a half, 2 hours, just tightening that bolt. And I finally got it to like 20 inch-pounds. Man, that was rough. That was rough. Not a good night. Not a good night for Blues Garage. But I'm wrapping it up here for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. But for you in YouTube land, it'll be a couple seconds. So, what is up, guys? So the first thing, back in the new day, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the ring gear on the limited slip, and I'm literally gonna get right to it. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'll start out immediately by saying the ring gear would not fit onto the limited slip. So I was working on it for like a solid hour, and then I was like, you know what? It's not fitting no matter what I do. I actually stripped bolts in the actual ring gear, but the ring gear is fine because it must be hardened. These are not hardened, so they just strip like crazy. Long story short, what I did was I threw the ring outside on the milk crate. I think you guys can see it. Threw it on the milk crate there, threw the differential into my refrigerator, and waited about an hour. And then look, it fit right on. So I'm tightening up all the bolts, and I don't have one of those big fancy vices, so I put a ratchet strap around the differential, and then I'm just tightening it. But we will see. I already did 35 foot-pounds here, and it needs to be 35 is the first stage. I went in a star pattern. Second stage is 97 to 102, so I have this set for 100. And let's see if my little contraption works. I don't know if it will at 100. 100 foot-pounds is a ton. Here, look at that breaking. Let's see. 100 foot-pounds is crazy, guys. There's 100. So, long story short, I'm gonna do that for every single bolt, and I'll get back to you guys. So let me do that real quick. I'll be honest with you guys, tighten it all to 100 actually wasn't that bad once you start getting the hang of it. You know, hold this with your right hand and then just jam it down the with your left. So it was pretty easy. But now this, once I get these all cleaned up, these spacers and everything, well, first I need to put these guys on. But we're gonna go back into the car and place it into the car. So let me get to that. Alrighty, time to put the differential back in. Alright, so when you get these remotely close, this spacer was a little out, so I hit it a few times with the hammer and it went right in. And this one went right in, so that's all good. Now I have these labeled, so the 2 marks go on the one with the 2. The 1 mark is gonna go like this. Alright guys, just want to show you my setup. Got my dial indicator on the gear and everything, the magnetic base. Bought off Amazon for like 20 bucks. But if we look, see if I can get that. There we go. It's at 0. When I check backlash, it goes to 6, which is not enough. It should be in between 8 and 12. We are a little short. So I am going to take out the carrier and re-shim it and see if I can get that in between 8 and 12. Hopefully I can. If I can't, I have to, so I don't really have a choice, but let's get to it. What is up, everyone? So I moved the shims around a little bit. I went from like, I think it was 265 thou, and this was at 275 thou. So I added like 5 thou to this.
Alright, I subtracted 5 thou from this, added 5 thou to this, and then we're at 9, which is within the 8 to 12, so we're at 9 thou, a little bit less than 9 thou, but still above 8. So that's good. So just ran the little paint test, and basically you want that wear mark to be in between the top here and the bottom there. It's called like heel and the toe. You basically want it to be even there, and this looks like it is, honestly. Even this one's got like a weird mark up top, but I think that's because of something else. This is even. They all look pretty good, except for that one. That one's throwing me off, but I say it's good enough to send it. Yeah, I'm gonna send it. All right, party people, I just cleaned down the flange here. Make sure it's nice, flat, and clean. I'm going to put the cover back on. All right, guys, time to put in the royal purple max year. All right, we got the 2 quarts of royal purple in there with the Ford friction modifier. This isn't really needed because it already has friction modifier in it, but it doesn't hurt. It actually takes a little bit more than this, but I don't have another bottle, and it's not gonna hurt the rear end because 2 quarts and 4 ounces is perfect enough. But I'm gonna stop it there, the whole video, because basically I just gotta button up the panhard bar, put the brakes back on, and put the wheels on, and then that's it. That's the whole install, and the ABS sensor. So I think that'll wrap it up. I'll do it on the GoPro today. Never done the ending on a GoPro. So guys, that's it. It took a lot longer than it should have. It was actually pretty difficult to do that whole thing. 331s are installed now. They look good. Hopefully they feel good. Hopefully they sound good once I start running the car. But yeah, a little bit longer of a video. So thank you guys for watching. Blues Garage _48 out for today. Catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.